What is going on? And welcome back to another Rosh Reviews. We're celebrating 40,000 subscribers, and we are in a Vortech supercharged SSV Ute, and holy 666 wheel horsepower here, guys. Rear wheel drive, built motor. Yeah, this thing, it's pretty damn special. Now this particular VE, it is an SSV. It's a 2007, and mate, this is what you want when you're getting an Aussie Ute, because just the V8 up front has just been fully built. This thing is serious, guys. Have a look at this thing. We've got the Vortech side-mounted supercharger on this one. Everything you could basically think of has been done to this thing. It is making 666 rear wheel horsepower, about 1,100 Newton meters to the rear. So, you know, this is no small number. And, you know, E85, diff gears, just upgraded brakes, the side-mounted supercharger, full exhaust. This thing is absolutely insane. Got AP racing brakes on this, which bravo to the owner for doing that, because yeah, you're pushing this kind of power, you definitely need to upgrade your brakes in these things. 275s at the rear. You know, these are a GTSR style wheel as well. Absolutely love the look of them. And yeah, in this green, this thing is good looking. Now these VEs, right, they come out with the L98, because this one, it is running the 6L80E. It's the automatic here. But these motors, right, they only come out from factory with about 260 kilowatts. That's decent, especially for the time, but you gotta factor in now, this particular thing is pumping 500 kilowatt to the rear wheels now, when it was factory 260 at the crank. And yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous. And on this back road, we gotta be careful. Oh, wow. And just coming around some corners here, guys, look, you know, this thing is big. These things weigh like 1.8 ton nearly, and it's a big car. You know, there's a lot of weight thrown around in here, and when you got this kind of power, you gotta be careful on them turns, you really do. But the steering, it feels nice, you know, you can still control it. And the great thing about this automatic here, it's been very well done. If you just leave it in drive, you putt around in this thing, you could theoretically daily this thing. You know, it's on the 85 and making this stupid power, but if you want to putt around the city, it actually does it phenomenally well. And just rolling onto it here, guys. And we're really testing the power of this thing, guys, because we are not even halfway down the pedal there. We do have a guy in front of me here now, but mate, this thing, you can really tell up in the top end of this, it's a fine line if you're holding this pedal down. Like, it is a fine line. And the thing about these side-mounted chargers, I always find they kind of do operate harder up to top. So if you got a top-mounted blower, you know, you got that instant kick, the big whine. These things, they kind of, you know, they kick on a little bit later. But man, at the top end, this thing is just hauling. And you come around this real tight hairpin, and it's just struggling for traction, man. And I am not even just halfway on the gas here. Like, it's just, yeah, you got to be delicate feet in this thing. Yeah, you got to be careful in the tight corner section here, man. And again, you really get unique noises with these side-mounted blowers. You know, it's totally different to what you'd hear in a top mount, like in an LSA or something. It's a totally different whine. And it's funny because people actually will get confused that this is a turbo or something when they look under the bonnet. And you know, I've done an SV6 that was a side-mounted supercharged vehicle as well. If you guys want to see that video, you can click the pop-up banner right here. That thing was pushing 500 horsepower, and it was an SV6. You know what I mean? So they can make good power. And this box, it is completely factory. It's only got a built stall converter. That is bloody impressive. So I used to have some complaints about the 6L80E, but I gotta say it's done really well in this particular ute. And we did have traction control come on there. And literally just rolling. I think we were in 5th, like, and traction control had to come on. What an absolute menace this thing would be. And look, guys, on price here, if you're gonna go and pick up just a normal old VE SS, you know, 25, 35 grand, you'll probably get a really nice one. But if you're gonna get one and have it do what this thing can do, built motor, you know, all the fuel system, just the wheels, the brakes, coilovers, mate, you're gonna be talking like 40K plus minimum, like at the minimum. It's just a lot of money that goes into these things, but that's the beauty and the passion of these, you know, the Holdens, the Fords, the Aussie cars here, that you can create such absolute beasts and make them your own way in a unique fashion. It's all part of what we love about these cars. Now, if you guys are enjoying this type of content, please make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, because we have just hit 40,000 subscribers. So I do want to say a huge thanks to all you guys. And we're going for 100. So do me a solid, like the video, share it, and let's get back into this ute. You can really, yeah, even at the top end, you can feel it just kind of squirm a little bit, and it's like, oh, that feeling is, it's scary, but it's really fun to do. Yeah, do you feel that? It kind of like, it just squirms, like, it's like, I don't know if it's the chassis or what, just
braking. It's just braking. It's on the edge.
It's literally just on the edge of having that traction, and it's just kind of floating on the pavement, and that's
why they're dangerous.
So cool though.
Peak poos.
It's funny because I still like am barely pushing it. Like, it's like I can still feel there's so much more in this. Like, it's just got so much. It's
different, isn't it?
Yeah. Alrighty guys, we are gonna be doing the 0 to 100. Now, let's not expect anything ridiculous because we are just on standard tires here, and at the end of the day, this thing is pushing 666 wheel horsepower. It's rear wheel drive. We're leaving traction control on, sorry, there is no launch control in this, and we're just gonna have to balance and see what we can do. So, all right, here we go. Oh no! That was just off and on, getting a bit squirrely, and I definitely don't think I gave a good enough time there, but let's have a look at what it was anyways. Now, 0 to 100 there, guys, was done in 5.8 seconds. And as you can see, you can't get traction in this. The owner does have proper drag radials for this when he goes to Motorplex, and he is running like mid-10s in this thing. if you can get the power to hook, it is absolutely a hauler, this thing. It is ridiculous. .6. So my effort wasn't too bad. Jesus. Woo. Now I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys. So look, a huge thank you to the owner for loaning me out his particular VE SSV Ute with the supercharger, the 666 real horsepower. Like, this thing is a monster, a green machine, and what a beast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We will see you on that next video.